What's up guys, Goatee Gaming here, bringing you another League of Legends video. This time it's going to be story time with me, and today I'm going to be telling you about when I wrestled in high school. One story is going to be a lesson for any of you that are currently wrestling, or maybe are wanting to, or it might just be a funny story for those of you that are already out of high school or already wrestled. The second story, it's more of an embarrassing one, but I know you guys will enjoy it nonetheless. So let's get started. So this first story is going to have to deal with something we all probably had to go through, or most of us had to go through, and that is wearing braces in high school, especially while playing a sport. Now, as far as wrestling goes, when you have braces in your mouth, you are required by the rules to wear a mouth guard, because since it is metal and can scratch somebody up, I guess it counts as a weapon. So they just want you to cover that up and not, mess up someone's arm. So this particular day of practice, this part we're going through is practicing top-bottom drills, which is pretty much just breaking people down, trying to get them into a pinning position. It's what the start of the second and third period of a wrestling match are, if you've ever watched one. If not, then there's periods, and there's 3 of them. So I am matched up against my friend, who I will call Kurt for the sake of secrecy. Yeah, that's Kurt Angle on the screen. Please, just don't ask questions. So since it is practice, you don't want to go full 100%, but you still want to put a little bit of effort to kind of simulate an actual wrestling match for your partner, so that they can get better at their skill set and all that good stuff. So I'm not exactly letting Kurt get anything on me. I'm just putting up a fight. I finally let him get me down into a prone position, and he's trying to put me in this cradle so that he could pin me. And how he's trying to go about it is he's trying to cross-face me, which is when you take the forearm or bicep of your arm and just jab it across your opponent's nose and face, to where they just turn their head because they don't want to feel that kind of pain. So I have my hand up and my head down so that he doesn't cross-face me, putting up a fight as usual. Finally, I'm like, alright, let him have it. I lift my head, lower my arm, and I shit you not, he tried to rip my goddamn face off. Now, do you remember when I said it's in the rules that you're supposed to wear a mouth guard when you wrestle? Well, since it was practice, I didn't really think the rules applied to me, so I didn't wear my mouth guard. So when Kurt cross-faced me, he didn't exactly hit the nose. It got on my mouth, and my lip went in between my teeth and braces, and blood just flows everywhere. Of course, I'm bleeding on Kurt, and I finally am just like, hey, I tap him. I'm like, hey, there's an issue. He's like, okay, lets me up. So for someone that has sworn off ever being a doctor or a nurse because he's so squeamish at blood, I am very unnaturally calm when this happens. I guess I just kind of accepted it. And I get up, walk to my coach, and I'm like, hey, coach, enter name here. I am not going to say his name. I need to go to the trainer. Can you let me go? Without looking, he has his back to me. He's like, why do you need to go? What's wrong? And I say, well, I'm bleeding. He turns around, sees what's going on with my face. He's like, why the fuck are you asking me? Go see the trainer now. So I leave practice and go to the trainer. And I ask him, like, hey, is there anything you can do about this? He looks and sees that my lip is in between my teeth and braces, and his first response is, how the hell did you do that? I tell him I got cross-faced and I wasn't wearing a mouth guard, and he says, well, you're an idiot. So then I spend the next 15 to 20 minutes having him push and prod at my lip, trying to get it out from in between the braces, and then having to apply ice to it to soothe it and all this great stuff. The lesson here, kiddies, always wear your mouth guard, and don't let someone who has a huge bicep cross-face you as hard as they can and not try to block it. The more you know. Now, this next story happened a couple years before that one, and it involved a different friend, and we're gonna call him Mojo because that's what this wrestler is called. I don't know his actual name, I just know it's Mojo Rawley, and it's the same letter that he has in his first name, so deal with it. So one practice, the coach I mentioned earlier is like, "You and Mojo, come up here and demonstrate this move." So we're like, oh, okay. So the coach wants us both to do it on each other just to make sure, one, we both know the move, and two, just to show off the move because it's a bigger guy move. I'm a bigger guy. I look like him. Make fun of me. I'm fat. It's cool. Anyways, Mojo was up first, and he does the move on me, and boom. All right, my turn. I stand up. I get in position. I'm ready. Oh my God, it's about to happen. Wait a minute. Where's Mojo? Oh, there he is. His face directly looking at my asshole. So there I am, asshole to nose, and finally, coach is like, "What the fuck are you doing?" So I finally realize that Mojo's behind me, so I turn around, do the move, boom. That should be the end of it. Well, it's fucking not! So after practice, when everyone's getting dressed to go home and everything, the seniors on the team decide it's fucking amazing to give me the nickname Assface. Not Mojo, the one who actually had his face in someone's ass. No, they decide to give it to me, the freshman who is fat and ugly, and they hurt my self-esteem. After a while, it just got old, and I kind of accepted the fact that the wrestling team was going to call me Assface. They did it for another year and a half, and then someone who recently passed away, who I won't name, so you guys could not go look him up, he got everyone to stop calling me that and stood up for me. And I didn't think he would, and he totally proved me wrong. And there you have it. In one video, I gave you an important life lesson about why wearing a mouthguard is pretty damn important, and another story where I technically just gave you a nickname for you all to call me if you ever figure out who I am. Or you could just leave it in the comments because the internet is sometimes mean, but I'll just let it roll off my shoulders because I'm 22 and I'm above that. Yay me! Anyways, that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you liked the video, dislike if you didn't, and in the comments, be sure to call me Assface because Lord knows you're going to anyway. And I hope to see all of you back right here on Goatee Gaming next Monday for another League of Legends video. See ya.